Hello everyone, thank you for joining me. My name is David. Today's video is about, does a narcissist even think about me? Please know that this is a normal thing to wonder and ponder and maybe even obsess on and ruminate and let it really bother you, because obviously we know there's no contact between you and them. It ended horribly. It was traumatic. We don't understand what happened. There was no closure. They never talked about anything, never told you why, they never apologized. And now they're on to bigger and better things, we think. Bigger and better people, we think. Better relationships, healthier, happier. It shows on Facebook, right? Hey, I'm happy. Hey, look who I'm with. You have people telling you that they're going around saying, oh, I found the love of my life, my soulmate. Best thing ever happened to me. Their hormones are up and high. People are like telling you, oh, they seem to be doing good, happy. Do they think about you? Of course. Of course. Of course. I know it doesn't look like it. You'd be like, no way they think about me. You know, they think about you big time. This is how they deal with it. This is what it looks like, how they process this or how they do not. You don't need empathy to suffer. You know, for them to suffer from relationships, they don't need to have empathy to care about you and your suffering. They care about them and their suffering. These are narcissists. They believe the whole world revolves around them. So anything everything has to do with them, and the only thing that matters is everything that has to do with them. You see, personality disorders, they've been designed and the doctors label people with personality disorders because they can't have relationships with people. They can't form them, they can't keep them, they can't have happy, healthy relationships with people. It's devastating. It's devastating not to. It is the most important things in our lives. We have to have some kind of relationships with people, being able to relate with people. Absolutely. Without it, we die. Narcissists are ego-driven because they're shame-based, right? They've been brought up, they believe they're bad people, they overcompensate that with a false ego. I'm better than you, I'm better than everybody, for no reason, because I'm a bad person. So I overcompensate, I'm a great, amazing, perfect, better than you person. They have to save face after that relationship ends. They have to save face because that's all that matters, their ego, what they look like, right? That's why they smear campaign and blame and accuse. It's all your fault, you did it. They start new relationship right away. And that's why they're on their Facebook. I'm so happy, love of my life, soulmate, getting married, having children within 6 months. Just number one priority is to defend their ego. They cannot process loss. They cannot process emotions very well. What I mean by that, without getting totally into it, because a lot of people may not understand what I'm saying, is our emotion is our body. It's reacting to things, and our body does things, and feelings are awareness. So what is that? And what is this emotion exactly? Why? What do I do about it? Take care of it. This is a process that they don't do at all. They don't do at all. There's a study published in Evolutionary Behavioral Sciences, and I'll put a link down below if you're interested in this study more. I'm not going to go into the study, I'm just going to touch on it. This study showed that women hurt more by breakups, but can fully recover, while as men may never recover from a breakup, just move on. And I think that shows a lot. I think that shows women are dealing with it right away. They're attempting to process these emotions. They're intense to them. Whereas the men tend to try and ignore it, I'll deal with it later, just got to move on. And they never fully recover. You see that? You've got to process loss correctly, or at least give it attention right away. So narcissists don't process loss. They deny it. They will lie. And while they lie, they might believe their own lies and be delusional. You'll see narcissists say things that are just totally off base, and you'll say but you're like, man, they look like they believe it. Like they're telling the they do. They may disassociate from their emotions. Not feel them. Too much for them. They may numb them. Addictions. If they had some addiction before the relationship, it may be worse now after. If they had one during the relationship, it may be worse now. If they had none, they may start picking up addictions. They may lash out in aggression of all kinds, like smear campaigns or even physically. They may abuse someone else. See, the thing is that you are all watching this video and attempting to at least process your emotions, where they are not. That's why they don't go to therapy and get help and look at self-evaluation and examination. No. They will but here's what's important. Know this. Not processing these emotions correctly, and not dealing with loss appropriately as it happens, they never deal with it. And they will revisit old relationships with people they lose forever. They'll re-idealize you. And with every next relationship, they'll compare their new person they're with to you. And what's worse in a relationship it just shows. What do they talk about in the new relationship? They talk about the old ones, right? I don't care what they're saying about them, they're talking about it. That means you haven't healed, you haven't gotten over it, you haven't gotten through it. Just moved on. Deny and lie to yourself that was bad. They have too much shame. One reason we care about this and want to know if they're thinking about us is we put too much value on their opinion in the relationship. We're putting too much value on their opinion now. We let them determine our own value and worth. And so here we are. We just got to know. And this goes with all kinds of things. Are they going to hoover? Why haven't they hoovered? Are they really happier with the other person, like they show? It's just total denial that it happened. Total denial that they're hurt. That's, I can't be hurt, can't be weak, can't be vulnerable. That means I'm a bad person. So much shame. They can't process. They won't begin to. Hope that makes sense. I hope that may help out and maybe relieve some of you that, yes, obviously they're thinking about you. This is just how they're dealing with it. Everything has to do with them. Any questions you have, please go down below and ask me anything, and you guys share whatever you want, your stories, your experience, okay? Thank you guys. Love yourself first. I will see you again later.